Anthony Edwards' game is going to a whole new level. His ability to get by second-line defenses and bigs is what's giving him this meteoric rise.
Listen, Gabe!
In this video, we're going to show you two things he does with his footwork to finish more efficiently in the paint. The first one is one of my favorite finishing techniques around the rim, and it's this. It's called the Pinoy step. Clever players like Tyrese Halliburton have been using this move a ton to either throw off the timing of the shot blocker, or Halliburton will use it a ton in pick and roll because the defender thinks he's going to be throwing a lob at the rim, and by using this Pinoy step, it throws off their timing and gives them an open window to the rim. Ant will use this move to navigate through tight spaces, but then also he'll use it to throw off the timing. And what he does so well is, as you notice, he will cleverly show a shot fake the moment he puts his first step on the ground by getting his eyes to the rim and showing the basketball. This forces the two defenders to leave their feet, and then he'll cleverly use that second step to get through the two to finish cleanly. A great time to use the Pinoy is in transition, especially when you feel that there are multiple shot blockers or contesters coming back in your space.
Anthony Edwards gets the steal. Ochai Abaji's on his tail. Look at him, bang, bang. I got both of you.
Why it's beneficial is because right here, this looks like your penultimate step, or the step before you gather into takeoff. And so even if Ant takes off on this step or on the next step, the defender right here, Ochai Abaji, is getting ready to leave his feet. And so the moment that Ant decelerates and changes speeds, it's too late. Abaji's already left the floor. And then an added bonus is Ant has unbelievable balance to throw off the timing by Grady Dick as well.
A steal by Edwards. And he stops and lays it in as Davis flies by.
Here's the difference between the two. So here, Beasley in transition is a little bit off balance, goes a little bit too quickly, misses the layup short. Fast forward, and a great time to use the Pinoy step is against this drop defender right here. So as Anthony Edwards comes off this pick and roll, he's got Brook Lopez in a deep drop. So with Ant's defender out of the way because of the great screen by Rudy, now Brook has to decide, am I going to stay back and protect the rim against Rudy so I don't let a lob get caught over my head? Do I sprint to guard Ant, or do I try to contain the two? And by trying to contain the two like he does, this is a great time to use the Pinoy. So where Beasley just shot an out-of-control layup, watch how controlled and decelerated Ant is. This is just a great example of balance, control, and having a plan. One of the things we like to teach at our point guard college sessions is many thoughts make for slow feet. So as Ant comes off this pick and roll and decelerates, notice he's making Brook Lopez think and process and think. And by making him think over and over again, he's not committed to one action, makes him slow his feet down, and he tries to block a shot while also deflecting a pass, leading to a wide open layup. Again, all great guards possess this ability to slow down, and the Pinoy step allows you to slow down like Ant does right here. I'm a firm believer that the game slows down when you slow down, and when you play under control, now you have the ability to come up with a plan and not just improvise and hope that something works out. There's a big difference between improvising and hoping you find it along the way and having a sturdy, robust plan. By being able to slow down or stop on a dime, it just gives you time to make better decisions. And so here's a good example where Ant blows by this initial defender and you have Yusuf Nurkic as the defender protecting the rim. Notice by slowing down and giving this deliberate fake on this first step, he's able to get Nurkic to leave his feet. So again, a big part of this Pinoy step is showing the basketball as your foot hits the ground, getting that big off balance. That gives you time to change direction and get a much more efficient shot. Another benefit of the Pinoy step is you'll see here when Ant gets this steal, he's off balance. He almost falls over trying to gain possession of the basketball. And the moment he's able to regain possession, he puts that foot in the ground and he manipulates the ball high. So now neither Dallas defender can touch it, allowing him to regain his balance and to finish with the and one. The reason I like the Pinoy step so much is it's just another tool in the bag to have for players that are trying to manipulate and throw off the timing of shot blockers near the rim. So just by putting your foot in the ground and throwing off the timing ever so slightly, you get more angles and you can create more and ones. The second thing Anthony Edwards does so well, if the Pinoy is that shot fake on the step, is his decel at the end of his drive. So basically on that last step, he stops on a dime completely, and this gives him an extra second to either regain his balance, finish at the rim, or do whatever he pleases. Here are a couple examples of him doing it against the Indiana Pacers, and specifically it allows him to decide what the tempo of the possession is going to be. And I really like the second one because after he does this ball manipulation, now he has free reign to go any tempo that he wants. What I mean by that is once he goes by Ben Shepherd at the top of the key and the one pass away defender digs from the left elbow, he football tucks or keeps the ball tight to his chest like a running back.
Moves right here, makes the first guy miss. The spin move at the last second. Bro. And then, what, Tiki, you're right. What is that?
And right after he's able to manipulate the ball through two, he does this incredible thing where he just freezes, gets Ben Shepherd to leave his feet, and then he's able to finish. And I think the big takeaway from this finish is you have to have a really good relationship with balance, meaning this is something that Ant works on a lot. And as players, if you want to do things like this and create advantages in games and you want your coaches to be okay with it, you need to work on this stuff with balance over and over again, whether it's 1 foot or 2 feet. Because at the end of the day, these are difficult moves that take a lot of body balance and great kinesthetic movement. And Ant spends a ton of time not only on his 2 foot balance and load, but his ability to take and hold a lot of weight in a single leg lunge. And so by being able to be in that position with great balance, posture, and can withstand contact, that makes you way more under control when the defense is giving you duress and physicality. Here's a good example. So like in this situation on this drive, it doesn't look like there's a ton of room for Ant to navigate through, but because he's able to stay in that single leg lunge with so much strength, balance, and power, he's able to navigate through this tight space, stay perfectly on balance, and then get great touch on this. This deceleration step can be done when attacking closeouts. It can be used in pick and roll. As well as in transition. Just by having this as something you can go to, it's a great way to throw off timing and to get more layups in games. In today's film breakdown, the Pinoy step is just one example of a skill you can develop to stand out to great coaches. But if you really want more playing time, there's one thing coaches really love: great shooters. That's why we compiled our 10 favorite shooting drills into a free video series you can access right now. Click the link in the description to get your free drills now.